Welcome to the TAOUTDOORS Fishing Show. Now then, some of you don't realise, some of the new guys, some of the newbies that are just subbed to us, that we've been going for about, 7 years, something like that. And a lot of the early films on TA Fishing were about my DIY work, because people used to love that. One of them, how to make picket fence for free from pallet woods. Hundreds of thousands of views, more than some of our fishing films. So, due to popular demand, a lot of people say, can we see some more stuff like that? Can we see what else you're doing in TA Fishing and TA Outdoors? Now, TA Outdoors, whole different ball game. Mike's just had a film go over 1 million views in, I think, 13 days. That's worth thinking about. And he has a new range of merch there as well. So if you want to support him and in turn support the fishing show, by all means, go across, check it out. However, I can't get out fishing. What else can I do? It was snowing. The wife told me to go outside and clear the snow with a shovel. Sounds pretty hard graft, doesn't it, really? I did, but somehow I got sidetracked.
Yesterday there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of despair.
And there we go, without the hat, 7'2" of Hampshire snowman. No, it's not Bigfoot. In fact, it's not even Smallfoot. But I've got the wife outside working. That's got to be a change, isn't it? Well, I tell you what, who doesn't like messing around in the snow? Even at my senior years, I even got the wife out there. But it went downhill from there rapidly. It's a bit like fishing, really. It all goes pear-shaped. We thought, one of the properties we have to get an electric hob for. So I said, oh, the snow's stopped now. Let's go and buy the electric hob at the local DIY store. We get there, man alive. The second hit of snow comes in. We get stuck. I have to dump my car. We have to walk home, me and the wife. Couldn't get up the hill. About 50 cars all blocked up this hill near where we live. Even worse, the daughter phones. Yes, she's finished work. She's stuck as well. Luckily she got a lift and had to walk about 3/4 of a mile through the snow. Bear in mind, myself and the wife were actually in the proper attire. My daughter was just in, like, call it office work. Shouldn't laugh, should I? Which are little flip-flop shoes that they wear in this salon that she works in. I'm going to show you outside. The dumping of snow was so big. This is English snow, not Canadian and Alaskan snow. English snow, the world stops when it gets about that deep. We had a big whack of snow. It snapped a huge branch down on one of our willow trees there. So damage report there. Worst damage report. Sammy the snowman is no more. He had a load of snow, he started creaking, he's crashed over. So 1 ton and 7'2" of snowman is no more. But what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to get myself geared up with this, some really warm gear. I'm going to get out there, show you the little damage report. And what I'm going to try, I'm going bushcraft style. You've no doubt seen Mike's TAOUTDOORS. It's blowing up. I think one of the films he put up has 700,000 views in about 10 days, 2 weeks. It's mad. So I thought, I'm getting in on this bushcraft. Sparky. I am going to cook something on my old chimenea out there, on which we've had as decorative ornament and never ever used it, except for heat. So I'm going to get out there, I'm going to give it a go, but more important, Mike's left me his, I think they call it a ferro rod, and his bushcraft knife. Might try one of mine. I'm going to try and spark some of the stuff that I've kept for him. My God, what have I got? I've got bulrush material, dried, about a year old. Oh, I've got some eucalyptus bark. I'm going to see what lights. Of course I can light it with a lighter, I realise that, but I want to see if I can light this my own way. Let's get out there. There's plenty of snow, folks. Trust me, there is plenty. I need some more jumpers. This guy's going to do no good. He won't keep you very warm. Last night was the coldest for 7 years. It's cold. I think it was 13 below, which is quite a lot for us in the UK. Let's get out in that white stuff. It's a beautiful blue day. And fingers crossed, I can actually cook you guys something. Well, you won't be eating it, obviously, but I can show you cooking. We've got some warm gear on. I've got Mike's bushcraft knife there and the ferro rod. And I'm just going to get it just on the edge of the garage here, not inside the garage, and I've got about 60 litres of fuel here. But I've got some eucalyptus bark, which I've had drying. I'm going to see if the spark from this ferro rod will take that, make it burn. And I'm going to try with some bulrush. Now, bulrushes grow up around lakes in many places around the world. They go like this, and then they fluff out. Can you see that there? And then they what I call blow like this. So I'm going to pull some of these fibres off. I've no idea whether it's even been tried before. I don't know. It looks like it would burn. We'll give it a go. If I can't light this fire bushcraft style, I'm lighting it the totally awesome fishing style. It will get lit, I assure you. The chimenea will definitely smoke. Whether it's with these guys remains to be seen. Let's give it a go. Okay, so what Mike did tell me, you need a very angular back knife along the edge here. This is very, very sharp, this one. But you need a good angle to give you a good right angle against the sparking rod, which I'm going to call the ferro rod. There's a way of getting it off, and it's that way. Got a feeling this is one you either had made or made yourself, I'm not sure. So he said it takes 2 or 3 strokes to get the sparks off it. I can indeed see sparks coming off it. Can you guys see this? Let's do it this way. Right, Let's see if we can't focus this down here. Move the camera and see if we can't get something to light. Who knows? If this does light, I'll be amazed, but you never know. I'm going to zoom right in there, people. Just like that. Hopefully that's focused. And I think he does something like this. No, he doesn't. Let's try it again. Oh my God! Did you see if there was smoke? Oh my God! There was a bulrush and it went crackers. Oh look! It smoulders. It doesn't quite burn. It doesn't quite burn. Is it that way? Wow! That's something, guys. Right, put that to one side. Try some of this eucalyptus bark. This is just to see if it will burn. I'm not really worried if it doesn't. It's just that everything in life is one big experiment. No, that one doesn't want to burn. But what I'm going to do is leave that to one side. This bulrush here, this one, definitely did burn. It didn't hold the flame though, so I'm going to give it a little bit more there. And I'm going to give it some juice. Now this is what I take with me if I want to light. It's barbecue fluid. A little light dusting of that. Let's see if it will spark up. Oh yes, we have flames, and of course then I have a feeling, is that going to burn? Well, I could definitely light a fire with that for sure, absolutely for sure. I think if that was really dry, this was very, very dry, you'd have no trouble with it lighting it, and I could use it for fire. And you can see now, look, the eucalyptus bark, it's got plenty of oil in it, that would burn as well. So I think the next thing to do is to get this in the chimenea. Thank God, for real camping sense. A little bit of spray, that's all it takes, tiny little, I think I pinched it off the wife. Little spray thing nozzle there, it's got a little bit of barbecue fluid in there. You get something slightly damp, that will light it. I have to get my ears on for this one, people, because it's really cold out here. Listen, I got the snow plough, the little blue shovel thing, cleared all this, cleared all around the bird area there. That was green when you saw the last film when we made the snowman. You want to check it out now, it shows you how much extra snow we've had. It's quite a lot for us. I'd cleared all this path, I cleared all over here. This was all green if you remember. And we rolled to make the snowman, who got blasted and, well, poor chap, he doesn't look in a good state, does he? So look how much deeper this is. We had the same amount of dumping again, and Simon the snowman has expired totally. But worse over here, gonna have to get the reciprocal saw. You can see a beautiful blue day. I'll just let you know, these are new. These are all new ones we put up for the springtime. We've got about 15 or 20 now, all dotted around the property. We're putting them up, just so you know. Bird boxes, like this, to help the wildlife. And I put this there and they just feast on that big time. With sunflower seeds. Look at this one, that is a big one. Holy schmoly. So I didn't wipe out my little housing estate there. I don't know which bit he's come out of. There's no more to come down on me, but look at the size. That is a major, major branch. Oh God, it's gone right over here. It's a wonder it hasn't smashed the fence. I've got, wow. There is a lot of firewood there. It's a willow, so I'm going to saw it, dry it and use it 2 years later on the log burner. I like sort of 18-month-old, 2-year-old. Right, let's see if we can get it lit. I might actually, guys, use the head cam, because I'm lugging this thing around on a huge tripod. It's really heavy. Oh, it's ice falling on me now. One of those branches doesn't come down. But look at it, it is, wow, it's pretty thick. pretty thick is the word. Nearly as thick as me. You can see there guys is our chimenea. I think I'm going to get my American snow shovel, given to me by my uncle, clear that table off and give me somewhere to put all my bits and pieces. This snow, guys, just so you know, it is below freezing out here because that would just break in the shovel. So that shows it's getting really cold now. The actual snow is frozen. There is no question I'm not going to have a little squirt of this stuff. It will light, I assure you. Well, it better. There we go, people. Most of that's probably evaporated by the time I'll get organised with Mike's bushcraft knife. We'll try it. Here goes nothing. It's away. It's away. It's away. It's away. You see this bulrush certainly burns when you soak it in barbecue fluid. Have I got some twigs in there? Yeah, we have smoke at the top. I'm going to move my grill here. I'm not going to put that until I get to coals, but it's away. And we have lift off. Big time. It is ripping. Sucking oxygen like you wouldn't believe. You can actually hear that roar in the waves. It's so efficient. And at the top, I'll go up to the top, just right up the top there, there's barely any smoke, but I mean this is nice dry wood. As is what I call an idyllic setting. Look, blue sky, yes it's really cold, beautiful snow, and the orange of the flame. As a photographer, I've got blue, I've got white, I've got orange, all the colours you could really want to make yourself a good day. I'm amazed this hasn't heated up and melted this yet. All this snow. And there's a ton of heat coming out the top. Absolutely a ton of heat. Now what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to cook bacon and eggs in here. Strange as it may seem, I'm going to try. And I want some toast, and I'm going to try and cook toast on the top. Hopefully it all goes according to plan. More wood. I just heard a crack, guys. I don't know whether it's going to fall to pieces. We'll find out shortly. I've got to be careful because I don't want to catch the wind muff on the microphone alight, but I'm hoping you'll be able to see down in there a massive amount of heat coming out the top part of the chimenea. I'll put it up there for you. By me, I'm trudging through this snow. I just love seeing fields outside our place. What a view. What an expanse of sky there, all the way round. All the way round. Right down to the bottom end. I guess we're lucky to live here, really. Put a lot of work into this place. Physical work. Eventually, Britain being Britain, there'll probably be a huge housing estate here, but I will not be here then, because they'll have taken my 50mm machine gun out of my hands, which will be mounted here and aimed at the builders. That's a joke, by the way, for the snowflakes, out there. It was a joke. Bigger than a 50mm for sure. I'm not using all 50 cal. You can come on over my fence, buddy. That is some deep snow. I'll tell you what, guys. I did have somebody tell me, why didn't you put barbecue coals on the ground and it won't burn out so quickly? I've got some. I think I'm going to pop some on there. The heat will last longer then. It's very childish, isn't it? Very childish. Very childish. Very childish. Grow up, Graeme. No, I can't. Don't want to. Don't want to. That's how cold it is, people. This is the wife's clothesline. It started melting and then frozen. And you know what boys do? That's right, they do this. You can't help it, can you? I mean, there's no way I would ever want to grow up. Bow! That's one of our, you won't see it in here, that's one of our many log stores we got. That's 3-year-old seasoned log in there that we cut up from the property. And I've got in there, I'm pretty sure I've got a few barbecue coals left. That fire is absolutely, this chiminea, eating that wood, so I think I do need some charcoal and then I can start cooking. Of course, there's no way of tuning this down, that's the thing. It burns or it doesn't burn. You can see the steam coming out here now. Might be an almighty crack and it falls on the floor in a heap, we don't know. A little bit of wood at the front there. It tends to burn out the front first, I've noticed. Really, really quickly. I think I'm going to have to saw up the dining table at this rate. Now this might make it smoke. But I'm going to put some on there. We'll make it smoke. Come on, babe. Well, most of this coming off there is a steam coming out of the actual clay there. So I reckon we're nearly ready for cooking there. Let's try and move these coals around. I got these, by the way, from my dentist. He just lent them to me for an afternoon. I think that's going to be more than enough heat to cook for what I want. Ow, wowie, that's hot. That's hot. So, on goes my little grill, or rest it is really, just there. The charcoal's gone white, so I figure that's ready to cook now. Some Portuguese oil, just a smidgen, because the bacon fat is going to have some oil in it itself. I'll probably put the bacon in first, then do the egg. Bacon is our, what's this one? Smoked back bacon, thick cut slices. And there's plenty of meat on there, as you can see. It's a bit tricky telling if that oil is hot enough. And also another thing, guys, I've changed saucepans. Another thing you will notice, people, that I have actually changed frying pans. That's right, measure once, use twice, or whatever they say is. Let's see what sort of noise the bacon makes when it goes in there. Oh yeah, that's going to cook. I don't think I'm going to get 3 in there, but look at that, boys. Look at that. Let's get it hot. Let's get it cooked. Get it in our tum. So up here on the top, there's hardly any smoke coming out, so I've made this grill there. Just cut a piece of metal. I'm going to put it over the top, and I'm going to see if there's enough heat there when I take the frying pan off to toast the bread. In fact, I'll put the bread on now because I can feel that it's hot, but I don't know whether it would toast. All experiment, people. but a bit of fun. Oh, you wanna, if they had smell-o-vision on this camera, it would be unbelievable, the smell that's coming out of here. And the whole thing is just, it's just warm because you can bake bread in it. I think, and traditionally I think a chiminea is used for baking, I think so. And somebody told me really good for pizzas. But how long it's going to last, I just needed to hold together long enough to get my bacon and eggs with toast. Looking good in the woods. Well, in the snow anyway. The thing is, people, even if that toast doesn't do on the top piece, when I take the frying pan off, I can put it on that bottom grill and I'm pretty sure it'll go black and burn. Do you know what? I haven't enjoyed myself so much for a long time. Bacon's nearly done. I've got a feeling it's time to go for the eggs. Of course, I don't have to tell you bushcraft experts that there's only one way to crack an egg, and that's with a bushcraft knife. Beautiful. Oh, what an artist. Well, here's a neat trick, guys. The bacon and eggs is obviously done, and to keep it warm, I'm cooking it. As you can see, it's still bubbling away here. I'm cooking it on the top because the bread was slow. The circumference of this is blocking off the heat, so I've got the toast now, hopefully, doing in here. Oh, look, there we go. There we go. It's all coming together, folks. Look, it's still bubbling away. Just gives me time to get that toast done. My first chimenea feast. In fact, I have not a vodka and orange, just an orange juice, but why not? Some fresh snow, chilled orange juice, bacon and eggs, in my own chimenea. It works, and I know it's going to taste good. What a setting I'm in. Everything outside, when you cook, tastes good. And I can assure you, while those coals are still hot, there's going to be some more bacon going on.